defense here for the home team, the UConn Huskies, who go for their 30th win of the year. Lexi Hastings in left, Kibling and Breslin also in the outfield. Garcia, Pettis, Kupal, and Higa on the infield. Heidi Barber will catch the nightcap here as Grace Jenkins, the normal. One quick out. We saw a pitcher's duel in the first game. Fair ball. 2 down. Seven homers leads the team. It's up high again. Kinney deals. Hot shot. Caught by Caitlin Kibling for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs on a hit. One to Hastings. One of 3 left-handed bats in the lineup against Dunn tonight. Dunn is a senior from Holly Springs, North Carolina. 2 complete games this year.
We know how fast Hastings is. That just creates a little bit more chaos for those catchers with that left-handed hitter trying to throw runners out.
And a diving grab. Did she hold on to it long enough? No. Dropped in left field by Sarlo, and they throw to second base for the force out.
Still gets an out for her Hoyas.
Hard bouncer from Kayea Higa. It advances Grace Jenkins to second base. We have 2 outs. Georgetown leads it off. 6 homers on the year. To a conference regular season and/or tournament championship this year. They have not been to the NCAA since 2001. Pitch foul back. Nobody on, 1 out. Try the full count pitch again. And it's hit well into left field. Going back, and it is gone into the bullpen. And Georgetown is on the board. Holly Pardini homers for the 2nd straight game.
The thing about rise ball pitchers and rise balls in general is that they are a batter like Holly Pardini, who is all over this and keeps her hands high and on top of it. That ball is going to go way over the fence. Pardini was on Kinney this entire time. This one she absolutely crushes to again give her Hoyas the lead. Swing at strikes, take balls, time it up.
Floated out toward Pettis, and that'll be an infield hit.
Every move that this infield or outfield makes is incredibly intentional, and that's something that players have to learn. We talk about Pettis just coming in here as a freshman and figuring out how to play shortstop at UConn. It's learning how Valentino wants you to rotate and move around and playing the way that Valentino wants you to play. And if you take a look at some of the shortstops that Valentino has had in the past, like Jonas Sandin, it works, right? So it's buying in, listening to your coach, and figuring out how.
Because it would really make their season, because UConn is one of the best, obviously, in the Big East. Looped down the line. That's foul. Good try by Rosie Garcia. 1-2 pitch. Out to Pettis. Nice play. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Pitch was high to Kat Pettis. There's no doubt about it. 2 hits last year and hitting over 400 this year. Speaking of hits last year and hitting over 400 this year. A lot of spirit at these softball games. A lot of camaraderie. Pitches up high. That's ball 4. And the Huskies have 1st and 2nd. Nobody out.
Georgetown just letting that runner go to second.
Play is in some trouble. It's blocked by Pardini, saving a run. Pardini homered in the 2nd inning to put Georgetown on the board, but UConn looking for a big inning here. Pitch. They're going to come home. Safe at the plate. Pettis is safe. UConn takes a 2-1 lead. Rebhan elected to go
out, then she can get herself on a rundown. what would happen then is base runners would move up to second and third again, so you don't really lose anything of it. And that's what makes UConn so great offensively, is because they don't only hit for power and for average, they also run the bases so well.
Barber lays down a bunt, run scores, throw to first for the out. The Big East all-time hits leader in conference play, Lexi Hastings. Fouled away. It's Kibling, good speed over at second, and Dunn looked away, and everybody's safe. And here comes Hastings into second base. That is outside. Runners at the corners, one out. Hit out into center. That's a base hit. Hastings scores. 5-1 Huskies. 1-1.
Well, I was so impressed with Georgetown in the first game because they played really well defensively. They had good at bats. I know that they lost the game, but they only lost by 1 run to a very high-powered offense. And so I think it's one of those things where you need to be excited about having.
Garcia has power. 10 homers last year. Just 4 so far this year. Fouled away. First and third, one out. And looped into center field. Base hit again. Jenkins scores. RBI single for Rosie Garcia. Pitch. Fair ball. Into the corner. Higa scores. They're waving in Garcia. She scores. And now the throw to third, not in time. 2-run double. And Pettis takes an extra base. And it is all UConn. It's been an error. Fielder's choices. Walk, 2 singles, 1 double. 1 extra base hit this inning and 8 runs. That's tattooed into center field. Turner going back to the track and makes the catch.
And look, when you have a 7-run lead, on the flip side, Peyton Kinney throws strikes, right? You want to get ahead on batters. Just allow these Georgetown hitters to hit to your defense.
Turner rips it, and it is caught on the fly by Rosie Garcia. Last 6 games coming in pretty hot. 7 for her last 18. As she skies it toward Pettis. And we have 2 outs.
You just miss it, it's a pop out to shortstop.
Emily Strittmatter stands in. Hard shot to Garcia, no sweat. No runs on a hit.
Competitive pitch, that's where you want to miss, right?
Popped up. Hastings strangely did not play the first game of the doubleheader as she lays down the bunt, the only game she hasn't played this year. We'll try the 2-2 again. Looped out towards short. That is the third out of the inning as Sammy Fenton makes the catch. Wouldn't count out Seton Hall, but UConn might be the team to beat. Pardini is homered twice in this doubleheader.
He's a really good softball player, but there's so much more to being a student athlete as well, and those things in the classroom and beyond are so important to touch on.
Runner at second.
And if you're Kupal, you're not trying to do too much. I know that phrase is a little bit overused, but you're trying to just make good contact and poke it through the infield. Now, if you get a pitch to drive that you can hit in the gap, by all means take it, but you just need 1 run across for your team.
3 straight singles have loaded the bases, and that is unloaded on. It is gone! A grand slam for Haley Kupal. 12-1 Huskies, and they're going nuts in Stores.
Here in Stores is going crazy. Look at her in the front of the box. That ball is way over the heart of the play. She knew it's gone as soon as it went off the bat. So did we. That is gone, Dave. Oh my goodness, Haley Kupal, you deserve to celebrate like that, girl. Trot yourself.
See if she re-enters. DeMeo will hit here. She has a couple homers on the season.
That's taking advantage of those opportunities, right? Knowing that you can be a good pinch hitter. What did I say earlier? Two of the most important spots.
7th coaching stop for Coach Ross. 4 years as a head coach at Maryland Eastern Shore. She's an assistant at DePaul. Popped up, caught by Fenton. And the ball gets away on the infield. Kibling advances to second base. Done so much for the program. Inspires young girls to play. Pops it up here on the infield. Rebhan with the catch and that.
He's more down in the zone, and she's going to mix in a couple different speeds. Kinney, as we talked about, was that rise ball. Up, up, up. Kush will go down with that lower stuff and harder.
Kinney, 4 innings.
I like the way that Kush is just going right at Howard here, just throwing it over the plate, using that speed, saying, here, try to hit my best stuff.
Back to the pitcher, 1 down. Kush did start a game versus BC. It was a shutout.
A rise ball and you're zoning down. Now you have to zone up and try to hit things that are a little bit up in the zone and get underneath them.
It hit her, but it was on a bounce. Brooke Rebhan will bat against Kush. 2 singles tonight for the Georgetown second baseman.
The next 2, though, a little bit all over the place.
53 walks in 71 innings. That could be 2, 4, 6, 3. Got her! That's the ball game. UConn wins it 12-1 on a nifty double play. Are they going to try to challenge this? They are.
I'd throw that one on the inside again.
Kush deals. Fouled away, 2-2. 2-2. Hit well, deep right center. And that ball is gone. The wind carries it out. It's a 3-run homer for Strittmatter, her 8th of the year. How about that?
Well, that's what a good at-bat will do for you when you fight.
And the pitch, pop foul, caught by Hastings.
Yes, lots of fun with these guys always.
Haley, how many gloves do you think are on your head right now? I think that's the biggest question before we talk.